Yasodanandana, 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 Yasodanandana. Yasodanandana, Yasodanandana. Yasodanandana, Yasodanandana. Yamuna Tera Vanata Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunda Bihari. Jai Vishpa Paramahansa Prabhupada Sotari Sim Divine Grace Avaishanarendra Bhaktan Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. As compound of every founder Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Vishpa Paramahansa Prabhupada Sotari Sim Srila Bhaktan Swami Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Another good advice to Ki. Namacharya Hare Sakha Ki Jai. Ramshi Koshi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shared way to get out of Chipasi Go Bhaktivinoda Ki. Ishvara Krishna Gopinath. Shamakun Radhakun. Giri Govardhana Ki, Gatur Vrindavan Dharma Ki, Navadvip Mayapur Dharma Ki, Jagannath Puri Dharma Ki, Iskon Vraja Eco Village Dham Ki, Jamuna Maya Ganga Maya Ki. What's your river called? River? Rio? Never river? No river? Huh? The river. No river. Huh? Jamuna Maya Ganga Maya Ki, Jiman Tulsi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki, Sankirtan Yagya Ki, Sankirtan Yagya Ki, Tazara Book Distribution Ki, Tazara Prasadam Distribution Ki, Tazara Cow Protection Ki, Gopavanande, all glorious family devotees, all glorious family devotees, all glorious family devotees, glorious to Sri Guru and Sri Ganga, glorious to Sri Prabhupada. So thank you very much. So we're reading from 7th Canto, chapter 1, which verse? 7th Canto, chapter 1. 7th Canto, chapter 1. We don't have so much time today because we have a school program. Who's coming on the school program? What time's the school program? Because we want to take prasadam at 8:30 and then go to the school program at 9 o'clock. All right? So, 8th Canto, 7th Canto, chapter 1 text. 47. What is this chapter called? Does anyone remember? The Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. Okay? Even me. Even you. Okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vairanubanta Tivrenam Janenachutam Satmatam Nito Pinter Punter Hare Pashvat sorry Pashvam Jagmatur Vishnu Parsado Vairanubanta Tivrena Janena Chuta Satmatam Nito Puna Hare Parasvam Jagmatur Vishnu Parsadam Vairanubanda Tivrena Janena Chuta Satmatam Nito Puna Hare Parasvam Jagnatur Vishnu Parsadam Where's my bottle of water? Bottle of water, where's it? There, give me. Okay. Vara Anubandha, bond of hatred. Tivrena, consisting of acute. Janena, by meditation. Achuta Salmatam, to the effulgence of the infallible Lord. Nito, attained. Puna, again. Hare, of Hare. Parshvam, the proximity. Jagnati, sorry, how did it go? Jagnatata, I'll say, Jagmatu, they reached. Vishnu Parshado, the gatekeeper associates of Vishnu. Translation and paper by His Divine Grace of Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj. These two associates of Lord Vishnu, Jai and Vijay, maintained a feeling of enmity for a very long time. Because of always thinking of Krishna in this way, they regained the shelter of the Lord, having returned home back to Godhead. Please repeat. These two associates of Lord Vishnu, Jai and Vijay, maintained a feeling of enmity for a very long time. Because of always thinking of Krishna in this way, they regained the shelter of the Lord, having returned home back to Godhead. Prabhupada by Srila Prabhupada. Whatever their position, certainly Jai and Vijay always thought of Krishna. Therefore, at the end of the Moshla Leela, these two associates of the Lord returned to Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's body and Narayan's body. Therefore, although they visibly entered the body of Krishna, they actually re-entered Vaikuntha Loka as the doorkeepers of Lord Vishnu. Through Lord Krishna's body, they returned to Vaikuntha, although they seem to have attained Sayuja Mukti in Krishna's body. I'll read the translation of the previous verse. Well, we can go back. I'm very interested here. This is the verse before the verse. Narada Muni continued, my dear king, just to relieve Jai and Vijay of the Brahmin's curse, Lord Ramachandra appeared in order to kill Ravan and Kumbhakarna. It will be better for you to hear narrations about Lord Ramachandra's activities from Markandeya. In their third birth, the same Jai and Vijay appeared in a family of Kshatriyas as your cousins, the sons of your aunt, because Lord Krishna has struck them with his disc. That was, what's his name? Who was that? Huh? Say? Shishupala and Dandavakra. Because Lord Krishna has struck them with his disc, all their sinful reactions have been destroyed, and now they are free from the crime, their curse, from their curse. These two associates of Lord Vishnu, Jai and Vijay, maintained a feeling of enmity for a very long time. Because of always thinking of Krishna in this way, they regained the shelter of the Lord, having returned home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Om Gyanati Mrindasya, Gyananjana Salakaya, Chakshur Militam Jena, Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha, Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam, Sapitam Yena Bhutale, Swayam Rupakadamayam, Tadati Svapadantikam, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadha, Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And there's two more births. You want to know who that is? Yes. The story of Lord Nityananda. Lord Chaitanya sent him out to preach. Go, Haridas. What did he say? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Goro Krishna, Shiksha. He went door to door. And Lord Nityananda Haridas were going door to door in Navadvip. And they came across these two couples. This couple. Rascals, number one rascals, Jai and Vijay. You see? They were also in the final Leela. They were Jai and Vijay, Jagai and Madhai. They were continuing their enmity for so long, demonic. But the one thing about Jai and Vijay I read, I think in Chaitanya Bhagavatam, because they weren't so distant from where Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda were starting the Sankirtan movement. They weren't so far. They could, because who's been to Navadvip, Mayapur? Who's been to Mayapur? Hands up. Who's been to Mayapur? So sound carries very long way, no? Over the Ganga. It is very flat. So the Jai and Vijay, they used to be drunkards. Jaga and Mara were drunkards. And they used to hear the kids. So they used to hear in the distance the kirtan in Shiva Sanga's place. How do you say? Shiva's Angan. Who's been to Shiva? In Mayapur, there's a place, Narad Muni. Actually, Narad Muni in his previous, later on became Shiva's Thakur. He was a grihastha, a married man. He had lots of children, he had animals, cats and dogs, protecting his yard. And so then because he was a great devotee, and Lord Chaitanya was there, and Nityananda was there, everyone was there, they used to start this kirtan in the night. There's so many crazy stories. One time, the aunt of Srivas Thakur, she wanted to watch the dancing of Lord Chaitanya. And so she hid in a pot, one of these big clay pots. She got in one of these pots. She was looking out. Hoping. And Lord Chaitanya was trying to get into ecstasy, While he was dancing, something was wrong. Somebody's here, shouldn't be here. And they found her in the pot. Asked her to go out. One time, hey, Lord Chaitanya, what's wrong? The kirtan's not taking off this time. And of course, in the distance, Jai and Vijay were hearing the kirtan, and they were drunkards. They were rascals, number one rascals. They were, they'd done everything bad you can think of in the book. And so Lord Chaitanya asked Srivas Thakur, what's wrong today? The kirtan's not taking off. Well, nothing, nothing, my Lord. What is it? Oh, nothing, my. What is it? Oh, my son has died. And you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me when your son had died. What kind of devotee are you? They pretended to chastise him, So he went to the house, to the room where his son had passed away. And he was dead. So Lord Chaitanya put his hand on his chest and said, get up! I forgot, does anyone remember his name? Anybody remember his name? I forgot his name. And anyhow, I said, where are you going? Why are you leaving us? I said, well, by you, my Lord, for you, my Lord, I came here, and now I'm departing by your will. And they all heard this. So they were all lifted out of the bodily concept of life. You're my mother, you're my father, I belong to Philippines, I'm male, I'm female. They all understood I am eternal servant of Krishna. That's real mukti. Doesn't matter whether we're, this Shishupal, his soul merged into the body of Krishna. That's Sayuja Mukti. And maybe Dantavakra also, and other demons that were killed, like Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu and Ravana and Kumbhakarna. There are different incarnations of Jai and Vijay because they were cursed. Who were they cursed by? Yeah, 4 Kumaras. They caused a disturbance. The 4 Kumaras wouldn't go and see Lord Vishnu. But sometimes the Lord wants to fight. It's very boring in Vaikuntha. Everyone loves you, everyone's kind, there's no fighting. Everyone likes, on the TV, some wrestling match. And the best part of the film, if you ever watch a Kami film, you have a fight, right? we're excited by that. So where does this excitement come from? Even in football. What do you do? What sport do you play here? Huh? Basketball. So there are two teams fighting. And there's enmity. Sometimes they kick each other. Foul! Get off the court, He buzzed me. Wasn't allowed to do that, So the enmity, the Philippines versus Indonesia in basketball, right? Everyone knows. And the referee, I saw you. So where does this enmity come from? It comes from Krishna. Krishna has all different rasas. He's called Rasaraji Krishna. He has all kinds of tastes. Anything that we experience, it must be there in Krishna. Because we're part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. Sava Karana Karanam. Everything comes from Krishna. So enmity also comes from Krishna. But it's boring in Vaikuntha. Oh yes, everybody loves me. Sometimes Krishna wants to fight, Where can he fight? He has to come to the material world and find some demons. So he sent Jain Vijay with, special mercy. Because it's all Leela, it's a pastime. The four Kumaras cursed him, and they came, and as Vraja, he had a good fight with Inraksha, and Ranyaksha, and Sringadevi had a good fight with Hiranyakashipu, and then with Krishna, he had to cut off their heads. Oh, sorry, and Ramachandra had to kill Kumbhakarna and Ravan, and then Shishupala and Dantavakra, he had to with his discus. But then, it doesn't mention here, but in other scriptures, like Chaitanya Mangal and others, it says that the last birth, before they go back to Godhead, is they attain love of God. And that was, when Haridas Thakur and Nitai, they saw these guys in the street causing a disturbance, and nobody dared to touch them, not even the police. They're so rascal. And then Nitai went up. Please chant Hare Krishna. What? You guy. Picked up a clay pot. There's always bits of clay pots in Navadvip. They don't have plastic pots. Everything's made of clay, Blood is coming from Nitai's head. And the news went to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya came running. What? I'm going to kill him. And but then Jagai said, no, not my Lord. But actually Jagai tried to save. Jagai tried to save Madai from hitting him a second time. Because after hitting me the first time, he just continued, Nitai just said, chant Hare Krishna, please chant Hare Krishna, like a baby. And Madai saw this. Sorry, Jagai saw this. And Madai was going to hit him a second time. And he tried to stop him. So when Lord Chaitanya came, he said, no, this Jagai is a good man. He tried to stop Madai, hitting Nitai a second time. And you've come not to kill the demons, like you have in the other incarnation, but to give them nectar, give them mercy. Krishna Prem. That's your incarnation. Namo Mahavishnu Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Nama. So then the Lord said, okay, since Lord Nityananda, you're vouching for them, but they must give up all their bad habits. And Jagai and Madai, and they surrendered at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Actually, I missed out a bit. They went first time, and Jagai and Madai chased them, and then they reported to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya was pleased, so they went a second time, and that was when the clay pot incident. So this is Lord Chaitanya's mission. We have to give Lord Chaitanya, we have to give love of Krishna to everyone, but it's not difficult because we've got the formula from Srila Prabhupada. He showed that it worked. In the West, as hippies, I was also a hippie. We also did a lot of nonsense. I don't want to mention it. But Kali Kale, Nama Rupe, Krishna Avatar. You know, what is the incarnation of the Lord in this age? Prabhupada several times says, it's a Shaktavesh avatar. Shaktavesh, that means is the Lord's form in any energy, his Shakti. Sound incarnation. This sound incarnation of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama. So Prabhupada took that to the West. And of course, some of you may have seen in New York, there's a tree where Prabhupada sat. Boom, 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 boom. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And the hippies will look, who's that guy over there? Looks like he's from India. He looks really cool. He's got some nice beats. Let's go and play with him. So they play guitars and flutes. And then after a while, half an hour or so, some of them started to dance, some of them started to sing. And they caught the mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So Prabhupada is Nam Upashak. He's a worshipper of the Holy Name and he's a servant of the Holy Name. And he came to deliver it to the whole world. So that's what we're good fortune. He came to Manila, was it 1971? Yeah? 72, okay. What did he say? Any special thing? He said, I have to listen to that class. You have that class? You've listened to that class? No? Prabhupada gave class in Manila, 1972, and you not listen? Huh? Anyone listen? Why not? It's all there, recorded. You can have all of Prabhupada's lectures, all of Prabhupada's books, everything on your phone. But then we're wasting our time, listening to other things. So anyway, so we're all of us Jagai and Madais in our hearts. That's why we came to this world, to forget Krishna. Krishna Buli Sai Jiva Nadia Bahimukh, Achaiva Maya Charadaya Samsara. And we're suffering so much. Okay, let's try and join Hare Krishna, see if we can get a better life. Because we've been kicked by Maya. That's what happened to me. So all of us are suffering. So we heard the holy name, we read the books, we took prasadam. So this is our second chance to go back to Godhead. This is our chance. We're little demons, and the Lord's not personally coming, like Ramachandra, like Vraja, like Sringadev, like who else? So the Lord's not personally, but He's coming in the form holy name for us. So today we have a school program, and we can go and distribute the holy name to these kids. Srila Prabhupada King. So any questions, please? Just 2 minutes for questions, and then we have to, I've been told by Vishnu Jan, who's commanding our Harinamruchi party, we have to take prasadam, and we have to be out by 9 o'clock. So now we have to, any questions, quick? Yes?
How do we identify enmity?
Huh?
How do we identify enmity?
Oh, because we hate God. We want to be God. Krishna is the enjoyer. We're his servants. Just like in an office. Some of you may work in an office. So the boss has a nice table. Prabhupada gives this example. Nice table, nice computer, nice secretary, big car, carpet on the floor. And what do? We just make a cup of tea for the boss. Or we sweep the floor for the boss. So, what may cross our mind? What may cross our mind? If only I was the boss. If only I was the boss. And then, okay, the boss is away. He had to go to the hospital to see his wife. The hospital. Let me just try sitting in his seat. But then the boss comes in. Oh no. You're fired. So we, when we associate with the material energy, we have free will. So we can associate, we can even think if I was a boss. We can even think if I was Krishna. So that Krishna is so kind. Okay, if you want to think of being enjoy, I'll let you. This is whole material world. It's created a playground for us fools, rascals. We want to be God. We can be a tree, we can be a bug, we can be a fish, we can be, a blade of grass, we can be a bird, we can be a tiger. But then, when we get to the human form of life, then we have opportunity. Maybe because I was born in a Christian family, I learned something from Lord Jesus. I knew there was a kingdom of God. I knew I must surrender to God. I must love God. But I couldn't fulfill it until I read Bhagavad Gita, until I started chanting Hare Krishna. I didn't know how to. Jesus said, you must love God, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know who God was. No idea who God was. I knew Jesus, but Holy Spirit somewhere in there. But who is the Father? No idea. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, here we have so many stories about the Father. He comes as Vraja, comes as Ramachandra, he comes as Lord Sringadev. He comes as Krishna, and he comes, and Krishna's there in Goloka Vrindavan. And most of all, he comes as Lord Chaitanya with Krishna and Balaram. This picture here. And Lord Nityananda. Our most beloved incarnations, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. So thank you very much. So this enmity is our own choice, because we wanted to associate with matter since time. We wanted to experience, what it's like to not be a servant of Krishna. We want to be the boss. Okay. Krishna said, oh, you can have your fool's paradise. But there's a problem: birth, old age, disease, and death. And but we don't even think that's a problem. That's normal. Everyone has to old, everyone has to go old, everyone has to die. But Krishna, the human form of life, is a special mercy. We can hear about Krishna. So thank you very much. So let's go to the school and give them the holy name. And let's take prasadam. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada ki.